right, everybody, it is 5:30 p.m. and once again, it is time for Earl Grey Tuesday, and it is me, the VINCE, and I hope everybody's doing all right tonight, or actually this afternoon, to be honest with you. Oh boy. Very rough day, but we're getting things in. Where the heck is everybody? Everybody knows that 5:30 is time for Vince Goodrum. So you peoples get up in this mug, alright? Quit playing around with the brother man, alright? Now, it is the afternoon, so sometimes the internet gets a little bit wonky, but that's alright. It is what it is. We're going to manage. Not only that, I ain't going to play videos until, what time? I don't know what's going on with my screen today. It's just doing something funny. But hopefully it doesn't affect the channel. It looks like YouTube has somehow changed the resolution of things or so. I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure what's going on. But we shall get it figured out pretty soon, so. But folks, got a couple things we got to cover tonight, but we will get it covered, so. First thing I need to do is get my channel unstuck. What is going on with this here? Ugh. Hey, Jerry, what's up? All right, got that moved back here. Yeah, for some reason or another, YouTube has done something different as far as screens are concerned, because they're now, let me show you. See, they're now elongated for some odd reason. And it's been like that today here, so I just don't get it. What's up, Andy? So right now I have a fresh cup of coffee. No alcohol because I got to work out afterwards. After the show ends, I'm going to hit Planet Fitness. Get a little crunch in. Yeah, I've not shaved the stubble yet there. Every once in a while, if I ain't got to go nowhere, there's no need for me to shave. You know, that saves on razors and shit, you know. But yeah, I was up there playing, let me finish playing this here. But, yeah, I shave on razors. I mean, like I said, I'm not going out anywhere special. So why shave? Well, thank you. I wish I had Denzel's money. Yeah, I know, there's... Well, I was trying to adjust the resolution, KCB. It's just doing weird things today. I don't know what's happening. It's been doing this all day, actually, as far as YouTube's concerned. I mean, look. This thing isn't even set right there. The videos are not in default view for some reason or another. And I simply cannot figure out why. Everything is now elongated. And I can't seem to fix it neither. But, oh well. Let me light my cigarette, folks. I've had a rough day. And KCB, don't forget one important thing. I don't have cable and fiber. I'm streaming over a cellular internet. it's not going to be the same as anyone else's stream. Just keeping it real and telling it to you like it is. Now, apparently Sean G got kicked out of a grocery store. We are going to play those mints. We're definitely going to play that. Of course, Stefano has been making a load of videos. We're going to play that too. So once again, we're going to kick it off there. But in the comments below, tell me what y'all been up to. How did your Monday go? How is your Tuesday going? Can I fuck your wife? Please post your comments below. Also, you can make a donation to the Great One's teeth. Or just make a donation because you love me. And I don't use straight razors. That's crazy. Safety razor isn't that bad. Some people are afraid to use a safety razor. That's how in tune we are with Mach 3 razors. People think that you'll completely cut your neck there just using a safety razor. Well, Israeli is... I mean, it's a good way to get views by mentioning Mike Israeli. I don't know why. I think they do what's called keyword, keyword checking on, they're probably using a keyword software in order to target where they would go to, so... So basically what that is Greg and the rest of these other flute booties. Now I do this for my website sometimes, but a lot of them what they'll end up doing, they'll do a keyword search as far as fitness, and they'll find out exactly what people are searching for the most. And obviously it's Mike Israeli. Otherwise I wouldn't be making all these videos. So if I made a video on Mike Israeli, I'd get about 1,000 or 2,000 views easy. I thought the football was kind of boring Monday. But that's good, Mentnator. Have you been messing with Cuban in his chat? Oh, man. And I think someone sent that stuff that he said about Dubs over there. Man, it's going to be a good time. But you know, I was laying awake last night, all butt naked in my bed, glistening from my shower. And I was thinking to myself, I miss the Arch Deluxe. Do y'all guys remember the McDonald's Arch Deluxe? You know, with what they call the grown-up sauce? The pepper bacon, crisp lettuce, spiced beef and everything right on that potato roll. Yes, sir. That McArch was not like nothing else. Except it was expensive. People complained about the $2.49 price for it. Now, if you're thinking, well, that's not expensive, 25 years ago, that was a lot of money to pay for a sandwich. This is prior to where people would accept higher quality food for more money. That's why Chili's is more popular. You see, back then, people accepted crap food. You just had to deal with it. They wanted cheap, and that was it. They didn't care about nothing else. Arch Deluxe, are you, Andy? The big Arch? It wasn't a big sandwich. Sometimes, in fact, I would actually have them add an extra patty to it. And then I'd have a $4 sandwich. You know, and I have that, and I never got fries or anything. The great one didn't touch fries. The same thing I have every 25 years ago. You know, I put the burger together, a cup of coffee, you got business. You know what I'm saying? Not business. Well, actually business. And not business. Yeah, that Arch Deluxe was the shizoinks. Now, I watched a video to where someone actually remade the Arch Deluxe. But the only thing I need to figure out really is the sauce. That's it. If you can figure out the sauce, you can easily make an Arch Deluxe. I mean, I can get a potato roll, and I can make bacon and crisp lettuce and stuff like that. The key to it was the potato roll and the sauce. You got that, you got business. Yeah, Burger King tried to do something called a Big and Tasty or some shit. Baconator was awesome. I don't know why they did that for. They still had Baconator fries, I think. They used to be whenever they did supersizing Andy. Not anymore. McDonald's doesn't even have a pattern. They're getting killed by places like Chili's and stuff. I mean, Chili's, they got, you know, a burger that blows away any burger at McDonald's, fries, and a drink for $10.99. You spend more money at freaking McDonald's for that. They just getting killed. Not only that, it's Chili's, so I can have some alcohol, you know, and stuff. And I can have a beer with my my boyga and fries, but I don't eat at Chili's. Oh God, I hate the fish sandwich. I mean, I had enough of those types of fish sandwiches in schools. They used to serve that stuff along with the fries too. I don't know what he is there, Matthew. To me, he looks like Flat Top from that Dick Tracy movie. Y'all remember the movie Dick Tracy? You remember Flat Top? Charging out of the car like... You know what? That's one thing I gotta respect there. If you guys saw the Dick Tracy movie with Warren Beatty, there was only two of the gangsters that weren't bitches in that movie. Itchy and Flat Top. Now, Itchy, he could have escaped. The car crashed and everything like that. But no, he busts out the window and starts popping rounds at Tracy. He went out like an OG. Pinky ring and all, just giggling and shit. And Flat Top, man, he was going straight up nuts there. That right there, if you guys watch if you haven't watched Dick Tracy with Warren Beatty's Dick Tracy, you guys need to see it. I know it's before a lot of you guys' time, but I will tell you right now, the shootout in that movie, well, you guys got YouTube. Just put in Dick Tracy shootout. It is possibly one of the greatest shootouts ever. Everyone has unlimited ammunition, literally. But anyway, Itchy didn't go out like a bitch. Flat Top, shooting, going out. He goes, even when they fire, he walks out and start blasting at Dick Tracy. Kept shooting till he went down. Everybody else died like bitches. You know, they died like men. But that was a good movie. That's a damn good movie. Why don't they make movies like that anymore? Now they just have to throw some homosexual in every single movie there, or throw and change the race of a particular person there in order to get views. What is wrong with that? Even Snow White. Snow White's supposed to be a glacier monkey. She's supposed to be a sun dodger. She's not supposed to be any type of face other than a vanilla face. That's the problem with movies. This is why I don't really go to movies. Now, I did go see Downton Abbey. I mean, that I had to. I've been watching that for 15 freaking years. But I'll tell you right now, our society is doomed, and the movie industry is trying to please everyone. But here's the problem: when you try to please everyone, you end up eventually pleasing no one. That's why Snow White bombed, Disney. Pay attention to the great one next time. Next time, get a cracker in order to play Snow White. I don't know what that was. How can you have Snow White without a white person? Skin is supposed to be white as snow. That's what it says in the book. I don't make the goddamn rules and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean. Great one. Do you think you need to deprive yourself to a certain extent to stay trim? Like it's not about eating healthy? Well, I mean, I used to for many years, Andy. I used to for many years whenever I was dieting and competing. Now, I've gotten a little bit bigger since then because I'm not competing anymore. So, I want to enjoy life. But I don't go to the point to where I'm just going like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I still regularly exercise, although not lately because I hurt my elbow. So I've not been doing much working out, but still. Well, of course I would, Matthew, because they would pay me a shitload of money. You get $1 million, I would never have to work again. I can invest that, and I can do more live streams with you guys. Wouldn't you like that? But they make movies like crap. They make food like crap, and it's expensive. Some of y'all, now don't get me wrong. In the 90s, there was some stuff you had to deal with. You wanted to make a phone call, it's 10 cents a minute. If you didn't use your calling card, then it's 50 cents a minute. Y'all understand where I'm coming from? See, you can make all the calls you want on your phone, but people take that for granted. Back in the day, folks, I had my AT&T phone card, 10 cents a minute. And like I said, I ain't had no cell phone. I had to run to the payphone like Superman. You know what I mean? Ain't no phone booths anymore. And not only that, when you went to a phone booth, usually the homeless people would piss and shit in those things. So if you really need to use the phone, you had to, one time I needed to use the phone. I went to the phone booth. Homeless person took a dump in that motherfucker. But I needed to use the phone really bad to call my mama up. Y'all know the great one loves mama. So here I am. I'm leaning out the phone booth here. I'm up here trying to put quarters in like this here. Making sure I ain't stepping to the poo. And leaning up against the phone booth like this here. I'm like, hello, Mom. Ma. So believe me, don't get it twisted. I like 2025 more than I like the 90s. Naturally, there's more technology. I have better ways and more opportunities to pay my bills. I can work at home. I don't have to wear a suit and tie anymore. Believe that. I will take 2025. But there are some things back in the 90s, back in the day, that was a lot better. People didn't take themselves seriously. I could smoke in a restaurant if I wanted to. There's nothing like a good smoke after a meal, folks. Directly after a meal. Well, it was all dial-up there, Andy. There wasn't that many, Well, people hadn't embraced the internet anyway. A lot of people still didn't own computers. Well, Andy, if you weren't trying to load up those porno images, that's another thing, folks. First off, the porn industry built the internet, folks. People got computer not just to do word processing and desktop publishing. They got a computer because they wanted to look at free pussy. I'm telling you, folks, porn built the internet. I kid you not. Porn built the internet. No, hands down. And yeah, Andy, I remember where I had to load up certain images or certain moving clips. You know, and years later when DSL and cable came along, I was actually finally able to play the full video, porno video. And nowadays, porn is literally free on the internet. You ain't gotta pay anything. And there's tons of it too. I mean, hours and hours and hours of shit. Andy Poe, he copied Frank Tufano. Oh Lord, no one can copy Frank Tufano. Frank Tufano doesn't, I mean, he's not an innovator. He has it in his crazy mind to think that he invented something, sort of like Al Gore invented the internet. Was it not safer in the 90s? No, it was a lot more dangerous. Especially New York, Asheville. Here in Greenville, it used to be rough around here. And in Asheville. Everything, I will be honest with you, in the 90s, the city was a lot more dirtier, Andy. That's my opinion. Asheville, Greenville, it used to be a lot more dirtier. Now it's all nice and spick and span. It's a lot more cleaner than it used to be. I think that was Remix Maniacs. Just put in Sanford and Son Remix on YouTube and you can get it. I mean, if anything about movies back in the 90s, they made sense. If they made Snow White, it had a white person. If they made a movie about like Passenger 57 and the book is a black person, they used a black person. Use a Negro where you use a Negro. Can you imagine filming Tarzan with a black guy swinging from trees and a bunch of white natives that they're running around and stuff? It doesn't make any sense. But I guess one of these days Disney is going to make Tarzan a gay Chinese person there. They're going to have a gay Chinese person swinging from trees. Or actually, he'll be walking because swinging from trees is racist. Like I said, you have to put it. I just put in Sanford and Son Remix and I picked one of them. But of course, nothing beats that Tarzan yell. I don't think anyone's ever did that again before. No. Oh yeah, Vampire Robot. I'm actually subscribed to that channel now, Quick Pump. That is becoming very popular. But it makes me feel kind of, it kind of makes me feel kind of sad, folks. Because I think it's because it makes me feel older. Because I remember these times and stuff, like Starbucks. I remember Starbucks in the 90s. It was just exact. I mean, their video clips and it almost walking around the mall in 1996. I mean, folks, This is really the way walking around a mall was. Not only that, I was working at Montgomery Ward in the mall at the time. What do you think about that there, Dale? What do you think? Yeah, movies are woke, food is woke, everyone seems to be woke. But on the flip side of that, you know, people that are calling people woke are acting like snowflakes. Like bitches. You're up there just complaining about all sorts of stuff. You're gonna complain about Bad Bunny playing at the Super Bowl? Saying it's un-American? He is an American. He's from freaking Puerto Rico. You're gonna have and someone was suggesting George Strait. George Strait doesn't have the money to play at the Super Bowl. So, folks, if you get the privilege of paying at the Super Bowl, you don't get paid to play at the Super Bowl. So, Bad Bunny has to give up about maybe $20 million just in order to play at the Super Bowl. Y'all understand where I'm coming from? They gotta not only pay NFL, they gotta pay for all the dancers, they gotta pay for the props, you know, and stuff like that. And I already done told y'all a booth at the Olympia was over $100,000. Just imagine a production at the Super Bowl. That's $20 million easy. Where's George Strait gonna get the money from? Huh? Yo mama? Yo daddy?
Nico's newest video.
Mr. Krabs, the $2 donation, definitely appreciate that. Let's check it out. In fact, we're gonna start videos anyway in just a minute, so look it. What you got for me? What you got here, boy? What you got? What you got here, boy? Oh, more Sneeko. Well, I knew that was going to happen. It's got copyrighted stuff in here. Hopefully, it's not all the way.
Continue that shit up, nigga.
Pretty soon, the only talking heads you'll see will be AI-generated slop tubers approved by...
Hold on a minute. I got to switch back this screen, and then it'll start playing again. Okay.
Palantir and the CIA. But until then, we can shock our dogs into the most sympathetic spot in the frame. Sorry. Our image is...
Man, fuck Montgomery Ward. They didn't even pay all of my last paycheck. Now, I know they had the Montgomery Ward settlement and everything, but I still didn't get all my money.
Everything, which is why every Wall Street...
Oh, God, Olin Mills. Everybody used to get their picture there.
Billionaires invested into destroying it. Since I was banned, Ozempic stock went up 600% and touching grass became a meme.
People are so controlled by people's judgment, they forgot how to operate out of feeling instead of fear.
You know that cool guy who says he doesn't care about what people think? That guy is either a serial killer or a liar, because that's the literal definition of a sociopath. At least embrace being an NPC if you're gonna sound like one.
Pork on the devil. Ha 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 ha.
Whoa. We are the most social species living in the most social era ever. We went from living...
I still got a JCPenney card, folks.
...a first-person shooter to a Sims game.
Sneakita.
This previously inconceivable amount of communication drove people to download their personality from the For You page and destroy your life if you offend them. It's no wonder nobody approaches life unironically anymore. Everyone acts as if they're not really trying in case they suck and get called corny.
That idiot's applying himself.
The people who successfully approach life without the shield of...
Irony are labeled a multitude of mental health terms from autistic to schizo.
It's the grown-up version of going la 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 la.
Yeah, most Kmart's had pizza and they had a little restaurant in there. But it was actually a Kmart restaurant.
Get my money.
Like a mom and pop's.
It's easier for the masses to dismiss what makes them uncomfortable as crazy.
It's why when people see a tragedy, they wait for the algorithm to
Tell them what their opinion is.
It's why the women who fall in love with the couples on Love Island get clowned on by the men who are in parasocial relationships with streamers. 3 years later, this cultural problem went so full circle, the only voices worth listening to are those that you're not supposed to. Every talking head wrongfully banned exploded in popularity, while the remaining voices stare soullessly into the camera to make AdSense to fund their Ozempic addiction and fund their legal battles with former friends.
How people view you make authenticity the most rare and valuable personality trait.
It's Nico.
Hey, how you doing, bro?
What's up, bro?
Shalom.
Hello. How are you? Are you live right now?
No, I'm recording a video.
Oh, amazing.
On paper, you should not be seeing this video right now. How weird is it seeing this face back on the homepage? I'm a little busy, but I'm in a rush. You want to take a photo?
Can I get a quick picture?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Can I take a video?
No, just take a photo, man. When Google said I deserved to be permanently suspended for spreading COVID and election misinformation, people viewed me as a crazy conspiracy theorist. Now that Google says, thank you for your patience, but sorry, we were wrong for 3 fucking years, everyone sees it as the truth. All right, man. Nice to meet you.
Well, what you should have done, Sneeko, is just done it on another platform and not continue to buck the system. You know, sorry, I saw the stuff that you were putting up, and during a pandemic or so forth, it's not exactly the great time to put that information up. That's my opinion. But, I mean, the truth of the matter is you weren't proven wrong. Millions of people died from that stuff here, literally.
Can I ask you a question?
No, I'm in the middle of something right now, bro.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I asked you nicely,
I'm
man.
sure I'm not a scientist. I need to ask you something.
Just, like, get the fuck out of here, man. The most difficult test I faced was deciding to tell the truth when it was the most crucial. Do I do
I don't know if that was staged or not.
what's right at the risk of losing everything, or do I sell my soul and win the
world.
YouTube's biggest commentator, Moist Critical, is today saying what he called me crazy for a year ago in a debate.
Saw today, fucking Benjamin Netanyahu just openly stating in front of the whole world his plans on brainwashing because
Well, most people call me Melvin Raw because that's the only name they know. My nickname's Vince. I mean, I have more people that know me than friends of mine, so I have a limited set of friends. Of course, you guys are friends and everything, but you know, I don't have like 5,000 friends like Aaron Singerman on my Facebook page. I have like maybe 700 or 800. You know, most of those I've actually associated with. I mean, it's like my channel. You know, I have real subscribers and real friends, people that I've actually know and met.
so many people are turning on Israel.
The difference is today, it's the popular opinion. Unfortunately, he says that now, after the ceasefire, when kids stop getting bombed.
Because I don't think there is a secret Zionist agenda
secret.
that controls the entire world.
It's actually not secret at all. They boast about it. The generational question we have to ask ourselves
Squeaks, just put in Sanford and Son remixed in the search results for Sanford and Son and pick the first one.
is, do we want to be good people, or do we want people to think that we're good people?
Israel literally
Oh, come on. Cut this copyrighted stuff out. It already cut off my channel once.
Getting unbanned on YouTube is the biggest achievement of my life. Let's fucking go. Not only do I get my body of work that I spent my life creating, but I get vindicated after 3 years of being called crazy by the world.
You weren't vindicated, you dumbass. Nobody was.
3 of the most exciting years. Maybe you've seen the highlight reel, but also 3 years of media slander, censorship everywhere, slander on my name. It wasn't easy. I lost what mattered most to me, but gained everything because of it. I did it. I don't know. Should I post this? Maybe I should say the hard R and get banned again.
seriously, no. 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 You weren't vindicated at all. Millions died. Nobody got vindicated. Whether you were for the vaccine or not for the vaccine. Nobody got vindicated, and a lot of people died. Nobody was right. Nobody could be right about it. There was no right or wrong. Everyone was just trying to stay alive like the Bee Gees at the time. All right, I'm just keeping it real and telling it to you like it is. Everybody was trying to figure out how to stay alive in the pandemic. Know what I mean? I decided to take the vax for the cornea virus because I wasn't trying to get killed, all right? Now, if he was smart, he would have taken my advice on how to properly film a coronavirus video. This is the only way you could not get banned for talking about the corona. Hold on a minute. This is the good part. This is the good part. Well, I was a lot fatter back then.
Fuck all you fucking
See, that, in other words, folks, the best way to say something about the cornea virus, and that's what I used to call it, is just to not, just keep your mouth shut. Keep it muffled. If you're going to say something, muffle it, Flake, as they said in the Trollkins. You ever watch the cartoon? You probably ain't heard of the cartoon, the Trollkins. Nope. You know what? Thank goodness for YouTube. Here's what the Trollkins is. This is an old cartoon. Check it out. We got time.
Our soft little bitty folks living in a place called Troll Town. Funniest little old folks you ever will meet.
At the bottom of a tree is a tiny little house they live in. Dancing up a storm in a tiny troll town street.
They call them Trollkins, them good old Trollkins.
They're not as big as you and me, but if you look, you just might see.
Trollkins, them good old Trollkins.
Manifesting at a troll town jamboree.
They call them Trollkins, them good old Trollkins. You never bustin' at a Troll Town jamboree.
See, that's Trollkins. One of the most common things they used to say on that show is muffle it, Flake. But in any event, you had to keep it muffled if you were going to talk about the cornea virus. But thanks again for the donation, Mr. Krabs. Let's get started with videos. All right? Let's do it, man. Let's do it. That was the... God, oh mercy. That was the 80s here. Yeah, that came out in 1981. I mean, there was only like 13 episodes. It wasn't very popular, but they played it on the USA Cartoon Express in the... They played Trollkins until maybe 87. You see, they would make a short run of cartoons and then they would put them all together into like 2 and 3 hour blocks, in other words. So the USA Cartoon Express, it ran for, sometimes it went for 3 or 4 hours or whatever. And it was just blocks of different cartoons and stuff. That was just one of them. There's only 13 episodes of this. There wasn't that many. I mean, it was sort of like Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch, sort of, which also, surprisingly enough, ran for 13 episodes too. So it's sort of like it's like a troll version of Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch that ran in the 70s. That was before I inhabited a corporeal form, basically. Just keeping it real and telling it to you like it is. All right, let's start with the Frank Tufano mints. Let's just get that over with. Because Frank Tufano, he a goof. He's a goof. Probably not. They'll probably slap you with... YouTube will probably slap you with the schlong or something there, Kaizen. They're not going to do that. But yeah, life used to be a lot more funny. And you know what? The most important thing? The trolls were green, alright? They weren't black, they weren't white. They were the exact color that they were supposed to be. What color is a troll supposed to be? Green! Nicka! If they remade the trolls in 2025, they would be driving around in electric cars so not to pollute the environment. The trolls wouldn't have been green, they would have been pink or something. And they would probably have to include a gay troll as well. And making out with his boyfriend or licking the twat of some girl, like 2 tacos rubbing together and shit, you know. Just keeping it real and telling it to you like it is. 2025, they fuck up all cartoons and stuff. They throw shit in there just for political or spiritual purposes, and I get their point. But these are cartoons. They're supposed to be entertaining for kids. You know what I mean? You know, you want to teach a kid tolerance, teach them in school. All right? But as far as cartoons are concerned, they're supposed to be entertained. All right? You don't need all that shit. Fuck it. You know? I mean, I fuck men in the ass there. I am a homosexual. I enjoy the company of other men. But I don't go and shove it in people's faces except on the live stream for comical purposes. Beyond that, whenever I'm walking around the street, I'm not running around waving a fucking rainbow flag, carrying a handbag full of rainbows and shit, you know. I mind my own goddamn business. Fuck that. You know what I mean? I mean, what good is it going around and telling people that I fuck men in the ass for? Is there a point to that?
The only explanation for this is that these people are secretly working against me, whether they're Freemasons.
It's the same as coming out of the closet. I mean, you're basically telling your parents, "Hey, I just want to let you know I take it up the ass by other men, you know, or I fuck other men's asses." Just do your thing. If they find out, it's like, yeah, I'm gay. You got a problem with it? Fuck you then. That's my whole point.
Masons, Illuminati.
That's exactly. If you guys want to know my version of coming out, that's exactly what it was. All right? Yeah, I'm gay. Got a problem with it? Fuck you then. That's how I came out.
The secret society gang stalkers. I'm going to try to do this in chronological order, starting with Jeffrey Davis, a lawyer that screwed me over in court, committing legal malpractice, helping the...
Oh, we already played this one. A rarity. It's just that he's put out so much stuff. What the hell?
We got a few new things this week on Frankie's Free Range Meat. Some of these organs...
What the fuck is this here?
We've been selling. Some of them are completely new, so... We've had very limited availability on cow's brain. We've always sold veal brain. Sometimes we have lamb brain. Beef heart we've always had, except we're going to sell the whole hearts now. So some of you guys want the whole hearts. What's completely new is we have lungs. We're going to put 1 pound portions. This is the udder. So this is going to be probably 1 pound portion as well. And then we have the eyes. We'll probably sell them as a pair. So
we're probably going to sell the eyeballs as a pair. I mean, of course you're going to sell them as a pair. You're not going to sell one freaking eyeball. And speaking of which, why are you selling cow eyeballs for?
These are all going to be available on frankiesfreerangemeat.com. You guys, it'll say on the website, just send an email that you're buying like the cow share, because some of the stuff is the only way we could sell it. So brains, eyes, udder, heart, lungs, and what's also newly available is the spleen, which we haven't had before. Very high in iron. We got a few.
I've never eaten at a Chi-Chi's. I've pounded 3 guys whose names was Chi-Chi, you know, and obviously they were Spanish femboys. Yay, Chi-Chi's is back. Just keeping it real with you there. I mean, Chi-Chi is a common Spanish gay name there, Quick Pump, you know.
Oh my God.
All of these looks maxing influencers are pure scumbag industry plants.
Looks Max, you have cosmetic surgery on your face there, you moron.
This guy K-Shammy knew that doctor completely butchered my face. I would be surprised if he actually had a legitimate consultation with him. The sole purpose of this post was to test the waters about how much people knew about Dr. Taban in an attempt to promote the doctor. K-Shammy's low-level Illuminati person, Dr. Taban's Illuminati. Point is, they're in a club that doesn't care about you. Their only goal is to make money off of you. But after doing that post, he realized that botchedbytaban.com has had more of an impact that Dr. Taban would like to believe. So don't listen to anything these looks maxing, greedy shills are saying.
the truth of the about it is, Raw, I didn't even want to come out. It was nobody's business or anything like that. I got outed by my brother. My mom went and asked me. I'm like, yeah, so, now you know. No one's half the battle. G.I. Joe, can I go? I got other things to do, And she was mad. She told me I was going to burn in hell. And I think I smarted off to her and said, well, I'll be sure to bring an ice box or something like that, And if I get bored, I might shine some shoes or some shit. No. But she ain't mad at me anymore, so. And we don't talk, and most important thing, folks, we don't talk about it anymore. Ever. Just the way I wanted it to begin with. I didn't want to talk about it to begin with. So me and my mom, when we sit down, we don't talk about anything homosexual related. Because I don't want to discuss it, and my mom don't want to hear it. And we just leave it at that. That's what makes a happy family. Sometimes it's good just to shut the fuck up about things. You know what I mean? You don't need to discuss everything with your parents. It was discussed, we had our conversation, and that was it. We left it at that. We don't discuss it anymore. I am no longer with that person. So we don't talk about it anymore. Never again will we talk about it. Ever.
Smash in the most effective manner. What you want to do is realize that the swelling...
It's comical that these looks-maxing grifter clowns were talking about how important your IQ is, and then go and tell people to hit themselves in the face with a hammer. Like, I hope these people aren't being serious, because how high of an IQ do you need to understand that it's not possible to evenly distribute trauma? If there was like some type of machine that could perfectly do it, maybe, but that's...
Well, they're just trolling there, Frank. They're just trolling. It's sort of like the box crate challenge there,
That's why there's implants where you can actually design and place the specific amount of millimeters of tissue in different parts of your face, and there's obvious risks to that as well, but there's no legitimate before and afters of this bone smashing stuff outside of people just becoming leaner. And again...
No, they're just trolling. They want to see who's dumb enough to do that type of stuff.
You cannot accurately evenly distribute trauma to the bones of your face to simulate symmetrical growth. It's a really stupid idea.
Here's how you bone smash in the most effective manner. What you want to do is realize that the swelling...
It's comical.
He's trolling. He is trolling. When you talk about bone smashing, people are just trying to find out who's going to be the first one dumb enough to actually do this. You ever heard of a doctor talk about bone smashing before? Now, I know the rapper Bone Smasher, But folks, remember this here. You don't have to go and bring everything up to your parents. You ain't got to spread the love in the world or anything like that. You don't need to do that, all right? If it's something that doesn't need to be talked about or is of no relevance, just shut the fuck up about it, all right? Like I said before, people ask how you guys have asked me a million times, how does my mom deal with it? We just don't. We don't talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. She don't want to hear it. How simple is that, folks? That's how we deal with it. We don't deal with it at all. We didn't want to deal with it to begin with.
You guys have experienced this before, so if you can give me some advice on what I should be doing. Roofing company was redoing my roof. They basically left it uncovered, and it's raining outside because they did not secure it properly. So like my whole living room got flooded through the ceiling. It's kind of hard to see. It did stop raining, so it's not pouring in now. The water was just completely leaking through the seams in the window here. The whole inside of the attic is soaked. You could see the color difference between the wood, how it's all soaking wet up here. So about half this attic is wet, and some of the insulation is wet as well, because the water's just seeping through. They didn't cover it well enough. Had some water dripping through here in my garage. Was flooding water over there, and then there was water seeping through up there too, dripping all over the floor in here. I'm a little worried because I can kind of smell the dampness too coming from the attic. I called
That's just the insulation. You just need to replace it. Quit crying.
this company, well, a few companies up. The only one that could show up immediately was Surf Pro. Guys just came here. They're going back to their warehouse to get some more plastic because they didn't realize that my roof wasn't secure. So these roofers did like a hack job of putting plastic up, and it blew off the next night. I was calling them for about a week to get back here and secure the roof. I thought we might have been okay, but not okay. I mean, this job site's a disaster. I got the dumpster about a week ago, and they never came back to fill the dumpster. God knows how much damage they caused to my siding. I know, like, my new propane tank got completely scratched up.
That sounds good, Jerry.
From them just, like, throwing shingles on it. So, really, really terrible, terrible. Basically, I think this roofing company bit off more than they can chew. They were working on my house on, like, their off days, and now this has turned into, like, a nightmare disaster insurance debacle. So those guys are going to come back, put plastic on the roof. I'm going to file an insurance claim and see what I can get covered. I paid this roofing company a deposit.
Oh, man. Yeah, he probably cheaped out on finding workers and stuff like that, you know. 8 eggs there is organic. I always stand on business, and I give you guys, folks, the truth of things. If you don't want drama in your family, don't bring it, all right? Just don't, all right? People asking me how do me and my family. We just don't talk about it. How hard is that? That's the easiest way to deal with things. You know, no counseling, no sitting down or anything like that with some sort of guidance counselor or family planner or so forth. Just don't talk about it. God damn, how hard is that?
The reason I'm comfortable openly calling Dr. Tabana Butcher is because he is an objectively unskilled surgeon, as he messed up all 4 procedures on my face. I'm going to explain to you all the asymmetries of these procedures. Before I had this done, I had no problems with my eyes. They were relatively symmetrical, and I was happy with the appearance. So the first thing that we haven't been able to fix is the orbital decompression, the sunken eye appearance, which has also caused the cross eyes. Because of that, the other aesthetic procedures, which are arguably easier to fix, have not even been addressed yet. So the first thing that you'll notice is the asymmetry between the upper and lower eyelids. And it's extreme because of the way he did it. So you can see the upper eyelid on the left is lower than the one on the right. So he did the upper eyelid ptosis procedure asymmetrically. Then on the lower lid, you can see that this eyelid goes like up like that, and that one kind of goes out a little bit. So he did the lower lid asymmetrically as well. So upper eyelids done asymmetrically, that was one procedure done wrong. Lower eyelids done asymmetrically, that was another procedure done wrong. We said the orbital decompression causing the cross eyes and sunken eye appearance, that's the third procedure done wrong. And because of the lighting, it's not as obvious in this photo, but you can kind of see it here on camera. This implant was placed lower than this implant. So you can kind of see how the eye bags under each of my eyes are asymmetrical. This eye bag here on my right eye is getting kind of pushed out because the implant is here, but on my left eye the implant is lower. So it makes my under eye area look asymmetrical, which was fixed with filler from Dr. Yang, but the filler has kind of subsided. So I would have to go and get that redone. But it's really upsetting. You know, I went to what I thought was the best eye surgeon, and he didn't do one procedure correctly. He did not perform one procedure correctly. And the reason I look so horrific and the reason I'm so botched is because all 4 procedures were done wrong. Like you guys are telling me, like, it was his idea to do all 4 procedures in the first place, and you're telling me...
No, it wasn't. You've already admitted that it wasn't.
The reason I was botched was because I got 4 procedures at once. No. The reason I was botched was because he messed up every single one of the 4 procedures. And if he had done even half of them correctly, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. It's so ridiculous how these gang stalkers and agents are trying to protect this doctor so we can butcher more people. The reason I'm comfortable...
Oh, shut up. Yeah. I swear to God, I mean, I don't want to be around him once he's on the roof. Because I'll tell you right now, he's gonna be on the roof one day, just...
Dear me, it is me, Louis. Probably, vividly, you do recall those infamous, somehow, lumps in Derek Lunsford in the previous Miss Olympia. Everybody was wondering, what the hell is this? Is this a new muscle? Well, we probably do have an answer at last, finally. Take a look. It's most likely a bug bite. He was bitten by some sort of an insect. That's all I can assume. Look at that. It's clearly seen.
No damn bug bite.
Right here, there is some sort of a, there you go, scar right there. So he was bitten by a mosquito. I would say that's probabilities, baby, please. Right? You Europeans have no clue, bro. Our mosquitoes up here are 3 times bigger than yours in the old continent, believe you me. So that's the answer. We have it. You see, some haters will call him Derek Lumpsford due to these lumps. Now you better shut up. It's merely a bug bite for all we know. Insects, they do happen. Inflammation, right? Look at that. It's not a new muscle. It's nothing else. Bug bite is what it is, baby, please. Dear me, it is me, Louis, on a daily basis, baby, please. This guy is not Chinese, nor Vietnamese, nor Japanese, baby, please, but rather Korean. And he has a special bubble development, actually. Look at the glutes, or the development of said muscle group.
Pretty good shape.
Dearie me, bro. Do you even horns? Look at that. A proper lump coming from the side, bro. Nice to the side. Personally, I've never seen such a muscular development. You're the only guy who can showcase the glutes from a front pose.
It's just the angle, you moron. He has a big old butt.
How proper is that? Absolutely peculiar, yet saluted, pal. What kind of exercises, baby, please, you do to target such a...
He just has a big old ass, that's it. He's got some big cheeks.
Side glutes development. What say you people? Is this muscular development or is it something else? Personally, I've never seen this. Bro, whatever rocks your boat, more power to you.
He probably used to be a pretty big guy before he dieted down. He just has a big old ass, you know. That's really all that is. Yeah, I know, but the truth of the matter is everyone that's in the IFBB Pro is injecting something anyway. I don't see why people are making a deal about a person that takes steroids when the entire industry is full of steroids. Yeah, he's just got a big old booty, that's it.
Court is calling 2021 CR 0835, State of Texas versus Nicholas Cornelius. Are you Mr. Cornelius? Showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with or at least the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of robbery? That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to accept your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison? Showing you the plea bargain page.
Boy, that guy eats a lot there. Why in the world would you show up in a court with a shirt that says Black Excellence? I mean, doing all these crimes, do you think it's really smart to show up with Black Excellence? You are by far the worst example of Black Excellence. You fat monkey.
Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of robbery, and the state recommends deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea? Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. State is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation and no contact with host.
Yeah, I know, Ryan. He's got a shirt on that says Black Excellence on there. I mean, definitely the worst shirt you could possibly wear. If I was a judge, I would be just pissed for seeing that.
Jose Aguilar. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the lesser included offense of robbery, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge, we're waiting.
That's probably a public defender. Are you out of your mind? You're pleading no contest to a robbery? Are you joking?
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Just so the court is aware, Judge.
All right, so everyone, please whisper in the box. We're on the record. Yes.
Thank you, Judge. Briefly, my client had court in the Wednesday District Court back on May 31st of 2022. That day, he was arrested by the U.S. Marshals for a federal charge of being a person under indictment in possession.
I don't want to be an example of Black excellence or be a Black American. I'm just an American, and I'm excellent. Why does being an American have to have a label? Asian American, Native American, African American? We're all Americans, you know.
Sexual firearms.
Okay.
He spent 15
So I'm just, you could say I'm excellent, but I don't want to be known as Black excellence. I would not wear something. You can't wear that shirt to the Swordfish Club, folks. You just can't. All right.
months in custody.
That is a non-Swordfish Club allowed shirt.
Awaiting that charge. We worked out a deal in federal court for a plea bargain, accepting his ability to appeal that sentence because that particular statute is being challenged in the upper courts right now. 922N. 18 USC 922N. So because he was denied bond, he was in a position where he ultimately pled guilty because he did have the firearms. That explains why we took so long to come back to this court. He's here now, Judge. He's been offered deferred adjudication from the state. He's accepted it pursuant to the court's approval. As part of this federal judgment, after serving 15 months, he was placed on supervised release for 3 years, which I'm asking the court to run that concurrent with this federal case. And that in the event, unlikely event, I believe, he were to be picked up on a violation of probation in this court, that any time served in federal court awaiting disposition of that case be credited towards any time given in that case, in the event he's sentenced.
All right. Do you have any children?
I mean, if they put him back in prison, he should go on the liquid diet or something.
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
4, 3, 2, 1, 6 months.
And where are they? Who are they with?
Their mothers.
How many mothers?
3.
All right, that is not Black excellence. The fact that you're here is not Black excellence, unless that's the name of a building, but I'm assuming it's not. So you are not showing Black excellence to you.
See, I told you. That was the first thing I know. No, that ain't my brother. That's just somebody else's brother. It ain't my brother.
Your ancestors or to your mother, your grandmother, or anyone. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So don't wear Black excellence if you're not showing it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do?
Packing, moving, Apple moving service.
Okay. All right. This is what the
That's when
court
he's
is
not
going to do. Court will sentence you to 3 years deferred adjudication. There's to be no contact with Jose Aguilar. There's to be restitution, if any, to FedEx. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular UAs. 200 hours of community service restitution. There's going to be parenting classes. Once he completes parenting classes, that will be deemed to be satisfied. Field visits, 1 time per month for 3 months. And probation, if you all want to check with the federal government and see how their field visits are, you may not have to do any if they're doing them as well. So if you could check with them. There's to be no contact with Aubrey Reed, Aubrey Reed, Charlie James Ray Perkins, Amari Emari Lafel Lafel Freeman Freeman. There's to be proof of employment within 30 days.
A job application is like kryptonite to a never mind.
No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Yes. All right, is there anything else you need from the court to have black excellence in your life?
Maybe run this concurrent with this federal cause number. I can give you that cause number.
All right, concurrent with what's the number?
SA:22-CR-294.
All right, the court will run it concurrent.
Thank you, Judge.
Going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargaining.
You know, this video is 3 minutes more longer.
Agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. From here on out, in this court, whatever you do in your life while you're on probation, you need to ask yourself 2 questions. 1, is what I'm doing something that could potentially result in me being revoked and sentenced to prison for 20 years? If the answer is yes, don't do it. If the answer is maybe, don't do it. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
2 years later. Folks, I will tell you this right now. If you're wearing this here, that means that he didn't stay out of trouble. He just didn't stay out of trouble. But at least he's got a haircut. So we got to do this here. Somebody got a haircut. Somebody got a haircut. So instead of looking like a fat, bomba rat, out of shape, dreadlock wearing scumbag, now we have a freshly shaved, fat, out of weight scumbag. And look at her. Just look at her. She sees this Negro here, and she knows that, you know.
Hey, Judge. Thank you. And do you have the motion to revoke? All right. We're going to go on the record in 2021 CR 0835 State versus Nicholas Cornelius. Can I have parties announced?
Aaron Espinoza for the state.
David McLean for the defense.
And are you Nicholas Cornelius?
Yes.
State you're asking that the motion be withdrawn?
Yes, Judge. We're asking it to be withdrawn, and then
He's hoping that she doesn't remember him, even with the shaved head. Wrong!
turn amended to add MRT and IST.
We got no objection to that, Judge.
All right. And does he have a hold?
He has a federal hold, but he also is remanded without bond on the new case. I'm going to file a motion to get a bond on that. I know I need to file that before the court can rule on it. I discussed that with him this morning, just strategically how that was going to affect his federal stuff. But I'll get that filed with the court, and we're going to request a bond on that case. I'm also working with the state. I'm hoping we can maybe get a disposition on that.
All right, because otherwise, the new case. Oh, no, I see what the new case is. All right, and is there a reason for withdrawing the motion?
Your Honor, the state's position was that we are having issues with the new number one, and then as for the number twos, I guess I could have contemplated pleading on them, but I didn't.
Okay. All right. Then the court will sign the motion. The court will alternate amend conditions to include MRT and ISP. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Nicholas Cornelius.
All right, Mr. Cornelius, you understand that the state is requesting that this motion be withdrawn. Do you understand that? And we were set here today for a contested hearing.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any objections, counsel, to the motion being withdrawn?
No, Your Honor.
And Mr. Cornelius, they're asking that your conditions be altered and amended to include MRT and ISP. Do you understand? And are you going to follow through with those conditions?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else from either side?
That's further, Judge.
All right. We can close the record. Laws have changed, so new things need to be placed up on the record. If you'll give that to
I got it.
Ms. Abrams, please.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Appreciate
What do you know? She didn't actually remember him. I guess she has so many people that come through court there that the cases run between each other. Next video. Sure was some black excellence, though, wasn't it? What an embarrassment. Just embarrassing.
What's going on, guys? Today we're going to do a deep dive into dihydrotestosterone. Considering
DHEA? No, not DHEA. What is he talking about?
the amount of misconceptions and just blatantly wrong claims that I've seen about DHT. So we're going to break it down into two parts. What DHT actually does for you during your developmental stages, and why it should belong in the fucking gutter after the age of about 16. So,
well, listen here, dipshit. There's not exactly a way to get rid of your own fucking hormones, you idiot.
DHT is converted from testosterone through the 5-AR or 5-alpha reductase enzyme. Keep in mind the only time that DHT should be flowing throughout your system is while you're going through puberty. It serves you no benefit after this point. The main benefit of DHT during development...
Dude, you don't have a choice. He thinks he has a choice as far as, okay, once I turn 16, I'm just going to cut off this particular hormone from being produced in my body. You know, kids these days.
It's going to be penile growth for men. Male penile growth stops at around the age of 16, so this is where DHT starts to be a looksman.
You know, if you want to talk about something, talk about cleaning your room. Look, you didn't even make up your fucking bed, you nasty motherfucker.
There's another common misconception that facial hair is influenced by DHT, but this is a huge exaggeration. And even if that were true, body hair and facial hair are completely repulsive, so get that shit the fuck away from me. So we've basically got a hormone that does one thing that's good up until you're 16, and after that turns you into a complete fucking subhuman. So how exactly is DHT going to turn you from that youthful Chad into a complete doomer cell? Let's break it down real quick. So the first looksman that's going to come from DHT is going to be hair loss. That infamous Norwood Reaper or hair follicle miniaturization. Before we continue, I would like to quote Saint Hamoudi, hair is life, and if you have no hair, you have no life. Hair loss is largely unrelated.
What? If I have no hair, I have no life? Okay. Try telling it to... This is honestly the impression I have when someone tells me no hair, no life. I mean, seriously. Are you kidding me? No hair, no life? What? This is what I think of that. No hair, no life, huh? He seems to be doing pretty well for being a bald guy. His airness, Michael Jordan, net value $3.8 billion. Everybody wants to come there and suck his dick and everything, you know. What is he talking about? What?
to stupid shit that you see peddled by these carnivore gurus like folate deficiencies and other deficiencies. It's just DHT. That's the plain, straight up truth. The vast majority of men are going to have hereditary androgenic alopecia, but everyone's hair follicles are going to be a little bit more or less sensitive to androgens. So the androgens in your scalp are going to bind to the receptors in your hair follicles and cause them to stop growing. So now this change isn't going to happen overnight, but slowly the androgen phase is going to cause the hair follicle to go dormant. So the strongest hormone that's going to shorten the androgen phase is going to be dihydrotestosterone, so that's why it is crucial that you know about it. DHT really is the hormone of incels, and you'll hear a lot of random shit about, you know, mother's hereditary genes or something like that, whereas it's completely random, it could skip generations, and you really will never know until it's too late. That's why you have to take preventative measures. So really, as soon as you turn 16, you should be doing everything in your power to get your hands on some fucking dutasteride. Now let's really...
Are you crazy? Recommending medication for a child that's on 16? What are you nuts or something?
Really bury DHT into the ground and talk about how it completely ruins your fucking skin. So DHT is going to upregulate the sebaceous glands, which cause your skin to produce more sebum, and that's going to lead to acne, right? That's because DHT binds to the androgen receptors in your skin. And when DHT is bound to these receptors within the skin, it causes the sebaceous glands to actually get bigger. More acne, more subhumanity. And you still don't believe me about DHT? Well, let's keep going. So now there's going to be two types of DHT. DHT type 1 and DHT type 2. Finasteride only protects you against DHT.
You know, Truth, you're actually right. This is a suck-ass video. And he's giving bad information, too. Yeah, you're right. Next video. I'm sorry. I got you guys in, but yeah. This guy is a moron.
What's with the short arm form this morning?
But we're not going to object to this video.
It's just strict form. Lightweight. I got a back problem. Bad lump parts.
Yeah, your back is looking very lopsided lately. You got one shoulder higher than the
I
other.
Think like a businessman, talk like a businessman, think like a big CEO, fucking baller, baby. Balling with money, raining, make it rain, baby. $1,100 Benjamins.
He's working the shoulder like that so you can practice getting out of the straitjacket, right?
Prison break workout video.
Oh my god.
For 31 in 3 weeks. It's piss. I got this girl. Look at this. It's piss. Mine's way more reasonable than $500,000 a day, buddy.
Special Olympics. What'd you say?
Special Olympics. It's a round number, $9.99. It's a round number. We're at $9.99. Work your magic, diet. Do the magic. Who gives a fuck about salmonella?
You're no longer a monkey prick, you're a monk prick.
I'm a monk prick. I got my work from. You need work from. Porn addict, bitch. Take your bro sides, your bro anatomy crap, and stick it up your head. It's beautiful. Look at this.
Very nice.
Very nice. Tap it.
Attaboy.
Nailed. It's pure piss.
Only an autistic kid could get away with some shit like that.
To be honest with you, I have no money left, and there's nothing I can do about it because I'm a poor pauper. And
Jason, if you deadlift this weight, if you can get this for one clean rep, Nate's gonna take you out for $100 steak dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What in the fuck? Oh boy. Who the fuck? I'm telling you, that cannot be good for your. He said, "Watch, I'm making it up." And look at the weight he's using.
No, do not provoke me while I'm in the middle of my video, bro. Please. Please don't provoke me, bro. I do not like it, bro. Talking on the camera, leave me alone. So I'm working my ass off. I'm training every morning. I'm doing my thing. And this.
Indeed, time has gone by.
I would. Why don't you be quiet, you pansy? Isolated movement right there. It's a compound movement.
This is also around the
Spot
Adam
salt?
Harper
You might need a
era
spot.
too, sort of.
Right up. Look at that.
Good old Sal. I miss Sal.
He's a little overly obese. Like the nutty professor. The nutty professor. Big turd and lard.
We're gonna have. You said it, not me.
I have some money. I'm broke pauper. Sniggly bears.
Like in a rap video.
Sniggly bears.
Like in a rap video.
Mr. Snuggles.
Yell when he swims. Jason, does yelling while you swim give you some kind of competitive?
My butt. My head's like iron. It doesn't bust.
How do you drive? You drive like an old fucking man. Look at how close you are to the steering wheel. You could probably. Am I supposed to get out of here?
You did. You
What
just kind
the
of.
fuck, man?
You just did.
Oh, Jason. Get on. I want to see how off it is.
It's off by pound. 5-10 pounds.
Oh my God! You're gonna take your fucking clothes off, Jason. That thing weighs like. We'll add a pound.
It's off, man. It's off.
Perfect.
It's gonna tell you.
Perfect.
It's off, and you're gonna weigh. It's more accurate than LA Fitness. You should have weighed LA.
I remember
You should've
that
weighed
one
on
at the
PAC.
port headquarters.
Release the stench. Come on, Jason. Down and up.
That was a
Down
pretty
and up.
popular Blackstone Labs shirt.
How's it back?
Pulling up. That was awful. Awful.
Looking for a spot. It was going down.
It was going down, but it felt more weird, man.
No.
Oh my God! You can't slam the fucking weights around, man. That's how you end up getting kicked out of play. Well, you'll never get kicked out. You got
Disability.
Yeah.
We're stupid. We're stupid. We're stupid. We're stupid.
You got American Disabilities Act. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
There's no such thing as loyalty in the bodybuilding industry. Nope. There's no honor among thieves.
Latarian Milton is not your typical 7-year-old. Few his age
You know this kid is actually in prison now.
have ever driven an SUV up and down several busy streets. It all started at his mother's townhouse. Latarian says he took the car keys and hopped into his grandmother's Dodge Durango.
When I came through the back door, I looked on the counter, my keys were gone.
I took my grandma car because I got mad at my mom, and then I saw and had my friend come in, and he smokes with cigarettes.
He started the vehicle and put it into gear.
I yanked the thing.
And off they went, two 7-year-olds alone on the road. Latarian drove several miles through Lake Park and Palm Beach Gardens.
We got the one call that I told you about of a driver in the vehicle who looked too short to be able to see over the steering wheel.
Along the way, he ran over 2 mailboxes, hit 2 parked cars in a Costco parking lot, and struck 2 moving cars near Walmart.
I want to do it because it's fun. It's fun to do bad things. You drive into a car.
But did you know that you could perhaps kill somebody?
Yes, but I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
It all ended on Investment Lane and Consumer Drive. That's where Latarian hit the curb and sideswiped the sign. The SUV took most of the beating, snapping off one of his axles and wheels. A grandmother's rage.
I want to whip his behind. That's what I want to do right now. If I thought they wouldn't take me to jail, I'd whip his behind right now.
You don't think he should be punished for all of this?
Just a little bit, no video games for a whole weekend.
And one unusual story for police.
Are you sorry? You understand that now your grandma's going to have to pay to have those cars fixed because you hit those cars.
Can my mom help her?
This kid is actually in prison now, I think. Well, he's no one's problem anymore. Thank God. I mean, they have him as a musical artist there, but I know he went to prison or something there. Maybe he's out of prison now. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, he's still in prison.
Do you remember a long time ago that 7-year-old kid who became famous for stealing a car? Well, he's about to do it all over again. Now, the kid's name is Letarian, and
Yeah, let's get to the good part. In fact, let's just...
It gets millions of views, and like people are sharing it all around, and they're quoting him because it's now 2017, and Letarian is 16 years old at this point. And one night, he's hanging out with 4 of his friends. So there are 5 of them total.
I doubt that they were white friends, but anyway. I mean, look at this. Do you seriously think this guy would be hanging out with these glacier monkeys? And I don't know what race this person is. Let's call him African or something. But anyway...
And they order a lift. And so the lift shows up, and the driver picks them up, and he takes them to their location. But when they get there, only one of them gets out. And the driver's like, what's going on? And Letarian and the rest of the group tell him to take them somewhere else, a different location. And the driver's like, okay, well, you gotta make a request through the app. And I guess they don't want to do that. So
now, you know he wasn't riding around with 3 white kids. And I don't know what this is. I have to call him a African, half white, or whatever, you know. You know he wasn't with white kids. Don't do things like this here. Only niggas do this stuff.
So the driver refuses to take them anywhere because, you know, he's trying to get paid. This is his job. And that is when suddenly one of Letarian's friends in the back pulls out a...
Now, you know definitely a white person wouldn't do this. I mean, now you're just being goofy.
Pistol, and pow, he hits the driver in the head with it. And the driver is totally freaked out. Then, Letarian's friend points the gun at him, and he forces him out of the...
I mean, what kind of white kid you know would be friends with a guy named Letarian? That would be someone like... I mean, if it was an Eminem type person there, maybe, but, you know... Letarian ain't even a real goddamn name to begin with. Who the fuck names their kid Letarian? What does the word Letarian mean? Black folks be always making up shit out of thin air in terms of names.
Car. Then they take his wallet and his jacket. And they take the whole car, too. And with Letarian driving, they all speed away. And they leave the driver just standing there on the street. Now, the dumbest part about this crime is that they not only stole this poor guy's car, but they stole the lift after Letarian ordered that very lift. Which means the driver has all of his account information. Like his name, his phone number, etc. And so the driver gives the phone number to police. And police easily trace it back to Letarian's Facebook account. And so they find him and bam, they arrest him. Here's his mugshot. And he gets 3 years in prison for this. And he gets out a little early, and in 2019, bam, he's arrested again. Here's another mugshot. This time, he's sentenced to 1 year, 9 months in prison for grand theft. Then he gets out, and in 2023, when he's 22 years old, bam, he gets arrested again. Here's his mugshot again. And this time he was involved in some kind of physical domestic dispute. I'm not really sure. But from here, I couldn't find any credible information on whether or not he got sent back to prison or what.
He went back to prison.
What he's got going on now. Regardless, you know,
he's back in prison. But that was some classic mints, but some people just don't learn their freaking lesson. They don't. Rodney at least is an actual name, you know. I mean, seriously, Rodney's at least an actual name. I mean, Lataria, Sharkita, and all this other stuff, Bumquisha and stuff there, Shanae. Those are not real names. They're supposed to, they make these names up just to supposedly sound African. You know, if you want to name a kid African, you name him something like a Conqueror or something like that. That's a real African name. Or Mustafa or something, you know. You don't name your kid Letarian. That's not a black name. That's a nigga's name. Actually, I don't even know what a Letarian is. I am not playing all this shit here. Fuck that. That's like 56 minutes. Oh, wait a minute. You got it marked from 1050. Sorry, I was just feeling the mood of things here.
Like a home invasion robbery.
So was this your first offense at
No,
the time?
I've had weed sales cases before. I got pulled over in Orange County with like 12 pounds.
Right.
I thought I was all flossing and shit. I had the Range Rover. I had the 24s on it. I had the fucking Breitling watch. It was that time where I thought I was killing it. And I was a dipshit kid who fucking just lived that hustle life. And it just stopped. I was validating myself with my money, which later was something that I have a massive self-realization on that I'm glad I had. But leading with my money and validating myself in that manner just drew me down the wrong path.
Now that you're out and you're going to be successful in whatever you do you find that you will want those material things again, or is that going to attract that negative energy, like flossing with the knife? I mean, you want nice things,
yeah.
But do you want to draw that attention, like, look at me, it's like peacocking, like, look at me.
100% what I've learned with validating yourself through material possessions and money is that whatever you validate yourself with in your fucking heart is what others will want from you. So now I truly, in my heart, validate myself with my principles, my character, and my conduct. And if you see from my Instagram and the stuff I put out,
boy, definitely an old video because you don't really conduct yourself very well.
people want that from me. This is clear as day. So now if I validate myself with my possessions, truly in my heart, people are going to want that from me.
Right.
And that's where people fuck up. They're calling them gold diggers. Right. They're saying you only want my money. Motherfucker, you validated yourself with just your money. You drew that in. Don't put that out there. You can have the stuff. Make sure you fucking push the principles, though. Make sure your validation in your heart comes from the principles, and people will want that from you over the money, and you can teach them how to attain it on their own.
Yeah, man, that's and you see so much of this. This must be also interesting for you. I'm sure you got phones and technology inside, but are you tripping out on this new world? Because 10 years, the world's changed so much. Now you come out, all this fucking Instagram and it's a whole different fucking world. And is it a bit of a culture shock? How long have you been out now?
I've been out like 15 months.
Oh, okay. So you've been out a little over a year. So you've touched down.
Yeah.
And is the technology and the way the world's moving kind of a little overwhelming sometimes? Because it's a whole different fucking planet now.
Well, the thing is, I've been out that long, but I hold a strict structure that I gained in the penitentiary. So I don't really do much. So I'm still kind of keeping myself on lockdown. I'm keeping myself real humble, staying purpose driven. But the technology aspect that's changed, it doesn't shock me at all. I grow with shit like that, even from afar, just by paying attention and being observant. I mean, I was talking that I'm going to kill it using leverage in the internet 6-7 years ago, sitting on my fucking rack. And I was telling everyone, I'm going to use the internet. I'm going to kill it using massive leverage. And I mean, I'm going to push the right shit. I'm going to push what works for me in all areas. And I'm going to push growth because I mean, it's just what I saw that was needed. And I see a massive shift happening where everyone is geared towards wanting growth. And it's one.
Why didn't he stick with this here? Why?
The best things ever to be part of because it's truly fulfilling.
Well, first of all, you're exactly right. There's a conscious shift happening. It's a lot of it is disguised with some fake ass fucking snake oil selling like new age hippie bullshit. But underneath it, there's a common thing that we all are changing and growing, and I'm a part of it. I'm trying to spread it through this podcast. I'm getting, on a small scale, just people coming up to me going, "Hey man, I listen to the podcast, man. I never would have thought I'd be doing some of these crazy things that you're talking about, like whether it's me doing like some."
All right, folks. It looks like my good friend Charles Dixon his father actually passed away a couple days ago. Now, that's IFBB Pro Charles Dixon, by the way. Me and him used to work together at Bilo. He ran a forklift when I was doing security work there. So, folks, moment of silence. 1 minute, folks. Okay? let's get back to this here. The old Wes Watson.
Breath work or doing like cold water therapy. I'm doing some shit to get out of my fucking monkey brain and into my body and just healing myself and just doing the right things. And just by leading by example, similar to you, on a very different side of the world, you know, me doing it on the outside in my Hollywood bullshit. That's what resonated with you is what I saw. I was like, damn, I'm on the same tip as this dude is, only he just had a real different world for the last 10 years, but we both got the same mission, which is I really do want to help others. For once in my life, I don't want to be a selfish piece of shit. I did all this self-fucking indulging, stimulating, the chicks, the party, chasing all that shit. It got old. I don't like it anymore. I feel better helping others and doing good.
I mean, 100% perpetual pleasure chasing has no end to it. And it always ends in regret. There's always a downside. I like that just steady, just no ups, no downs. What they say is goodness is uneventful. It does not flash, it glows. I don't fucking have peaks and valleys. I just live a steady state of progression. And how I do that is through mind, body, and soul growth. Everything is going to connect. You can almost build a daily task that works on all three at the same times. Your life should be split into thirds, especially your day. Mind, body, soul. This is the only way you're ever going to be whole. This is the only way you're ever going to fully just free yourself of all that bullshit. But I truly I see a massive shift and I love it. I don't even pay attention to the negative shit.
Right.
I don't even give it energy.
Yeah, we're not going to give this any more energy. It would be kind of good that if he lived his life that way now. But, you know, he should go back and play some of his old videos and realize just kind of stooge he is.
This is the best coaching you'll ever get. Stand up and lift your shirt up, stupid. Shut the fuck up. Listen to me. I run my end. Who gives a fuck? You're a soft pussy. What the fuck are you so delusional for? I don't see someone that special. I know when I see special. It ain't you, Doc. Fuck your feelings. Oh no, Alex is having a bad day. Shut the fuck up, Alex. Go do your goddamn burpees, fool. Fuck you think, stupid ass. You want tits or not? You want to be a fat ass?
No.
Get jacked and pull bitches. No, jacked and go pull some bitches. You shut the fuck up. Get out my goddamn program if you're gonna question me. Get jacked, pull bitches. I just have to be jacked and have a badass bitch. I want to live in a hut on the beach and just be fucking sexy as fuck and just win and eat coconuts and fish, bro. Fuck, bro. I run my end. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Quit being a fucking goddamn weirdo. Bro, quit being a fucking weirdo. You're not that fucking smart. You're actually an idiot. And, just get to the goddamn question. You're pissing me off with all that fucking bullshit. What the hell's the goddamn story, Joe? Yeah, you look like shit. You're a little boy. You ain't got no muscle, bro. What's the goddamn story, bro? Fuck. God damn it, bro.
We're falling apart. That normally
what fell apart, you fucking idiot.
Apart, you fucking idiot.
It's a fucking brain dead fuck. I'm still not saying it. Are you fucking stupid? Say what happened, stupid. Never. Happened to the car, you fucking idiot. Tell the goddamn story, you fucking retard.
So you said 158 with grams of protein, and I've always been told, oh, you want to.
You're not in shape. I don't care what you were told.
Okay.
I fucking rep fucking 405 for fucking 12 reps on a squat. You don't have to fucking think you fucking know some shit because told you you're supposed to eat more protein. You really think more protein's gonna change your skinny ass life, motherfucker? Your skinny ass little existence? You've been a pussy for so fucking long. And it's not because you missed out on 40 grams of protein a day. When your sets, you're Rafael Rodriguez who barely fucking does it like a fucking half-ass girl. I can tell by your fucking question. Raise your fucking goddamn hands. Bro, look, listen to who you're talking to. Goddamn, Wes. Those macros were so fucking easy. Why is everybody in the world so stupid? Fuck! Fat ass kids. I think my parents are idiots. Fuck! My grandparents are idiots. Every teacher I had is a fucking idiot. Everybody I ever met until me is the biggest idiot ever. Let's see if Joe's shit was worth it. Let's see if it was important enough. What was it, Joe? What's the fucking question? I couldn't wait. It was so important at the very end. Unmute your shit. You gotta unmute your mic, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
It was to try to help Ben too, because
You're not supposed to help anyone. You're pale as fuck with your goddamn shirt off. You're not gonna help anybody on this fucking call. I'm gonna listen to you save my goddamn life. You've done nothing. Your background sucks, and look at you in the fucking camera. You look like shit, and behind you looks worse. Look at behind me. Look at behind you. Okay? Bro, Joe, what the fuck do you think you're gonna come on my fucking call and give one of my clients advice for?
No, it was how fast your program was working. So about my own self-talk. So
yeah, but just don't talk to anyone else. Just come in and say, hey, it's helping my self-talk to do this. Don't guide it towards anybody else, ever.
Yeah. But no, I mean...
I work, because you're like the most ripped. Anybody who's not that ripped, get more ripped.
That's when another one. There's been a guy I've been fucking chasing down, told me that he'd be ready this month, so I put eats. Don't
No, don't do that. Don't do that. He's talking about something he's not talking about. Don't do that. Stop giving advice until it fucking works for you. You've never had someone sign up for a follow-up. Don't do that without Anthony. Never speak again about something that hasn't yet actually beared fruit. Never! Okay? Fuck. Never. Maybe it's gonna work. Shut up about that shit. Don't ever do that shit. Not in my fucking space. Never! I'll fucking bash your fucking shit. I'll burn you off the internet if you do that shit. Never! Jesus Christ. That's your life, dog? Holy shit. I'd smoke myself. But most people should smoke themselves, in my opinion. You're a burden on your family, you ugly piece of shit. Get on the fucking camera and have some balls. You hear me? This is the best coaching you'll ever get. And I'll burn you right now. You get that?
On purpose, because I feel like I need to build my program up.
God damn, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Please don't do that. Please, God, don't do that. Fuck, bro. Fuck, bro. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Like, what the fuck, bro? Fuck, can you punch yourself on camera, please? Like, really, like hit yourself as hard as you can on camera for us. For everybody in here. Please, God, do it. Fat, horrible piece of shit. What the fuck is the matter with you, dude?
I'm just being a selfish bitch.
What the fuck is the matter with you? Bro, please, God, hit yourself. Like, please, God. What's taking you so long? You make me want to fucking shoot yourself. I was the dumbest dancer I've ever heard in my life.
Got it, Wes. Pull out again.
Dude, people should get a very basic workout, a very basic diet, and a very stern coach who can get them to go fucking do it. That's what they need. Very basic, very stern. Done. Hire me. I'm dope as shit. Sometimes you guys just put me in a bad position. I would like to come on here and be proud. Like, that makes me sick in my stomach, what you just said. You guys should come in here with questions, because you guys don't have any money. You guys are all broke. Like, you're broke as fuck. Like, straight up broke. Jacking off on your fucking page and calling it fucking content. Like, I want you guys to ask more fucking deeper questions. Wes, go to my page and look at this video that I doubted. This video that sucked. Like, why does it suck? Ask better questions. Like, because if I go to Daniel's page, I guarantee it's cringeworthy. I guarantee a lot of his videos are fucking cringeworthy. And do you like your content today?
Today? I like
that piece of shit. Peanut butter and other peanut butter. I never made a fucking video about goddamn peanut butter. Not your fucking peanut butter. Hey, I got this awesome post about, look at peanut butter. Jesus Christ, fat piece of shit. Why the fuck is your last 3 videos about peanut butter, fat piece of shit? Is your family mainly fat?
Or David_Marks.
God damn, you need to know your fucking name, bro. What's your fucking Instagram name? I mean, you don't even got a caption on this post. Like, that's like punch yourself in the eye type shit. Dick. Anyone who wants me to directly get pissed me on him is a dick. Like, don't do that to me. Because it really pisses me off. Because you don't even have a goddamn sign up yet, do you?
No.
I mean, are you doing the gold DMs?
No, that's right.
Exactly. So what are you doing? Not having a caption. I mean, like, not doing the cold DMs. I mean,
no, I know I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm trying
to. So don't antagonize me. Don't antagonize me like it's like not right to do me. I'm very high strung. I'll get really fucking pissed off. It'll piss me the fuck off. No man that can read should be given a blueprint and not do it and then ask their coach, hey, what am I supposed to do? It's bad. It's bad. I'm gonna fucking freak out, dude. But don't do that shit to me. Dave, you're not wearing pants. Well, everyone's looking at you because you forgot to put your goddamn pants on, Dave. This is the best coaching you'll ever get. Stand up.
Oh boy. Poor little Wesley. Poor little Wes.
A lot of comments have asked me about how I turned out this way. Why do I care? Open, he would stab us with a fork or grab us by our necks and throw us on the ground and threaten to punch us in the face. And then on Sunday mornings, my dad would dress up in his nice clothes, in his ostrich skin boots, in his Eddie Bauer version of Ford Explorer, and praise Jesus. Hallelujah! Pretending to be something that he's not. That has always bothered me.
Is this about him being abused as a child?
And throw us on the ground.
Yes, it is. I really can't play something like this. It's Ryan, I can't play that. That's not, I can't play anything that has involvement with child abuse or something there. It's one of those off-limit things.
You've been getting money for a long time.
And I got more to get.
A quick Google search says that your net worth is $1.2 billion.
Now y'all want me to start lying? Google search is a lie. That is a lie.
That's wrong.
Yeah, it's wrong.
Is it more or is it less?
Oh, it's way less.
Oh.
Yeah, it's way less.
Okay.
It's way less. There's a couple like thousand in my bank. That's it. I got a couple thousand. I am free for me. Everything I got on free.
The Richard wasn't free, no way.
This is LeBron edition Richard Mille. You see my wedding band? It say my queen, free. Hat, Wave Cat, Dewey, free. Forever King is free. Forever King me. I ain't got no money, man. My kids got all the money now. NILs and shit. They got all the money. They take care of dad now. I ain't got nothing. I'm broke.
That's actually a smart idea. He's got his money moved with everyone else, so in case they try to sue him or so forth, they can't really get him.
You've been getting money for a long time.
But LeBron's a billionaire. Don't doubt that at all. Just don't ever doubt that at all. You gotta understand one thing. As far he may actually have $1,000, and so does Elon Musk. You want to know why? Because Elon Musk keeps all of his value in stocks. So let me explain things to you here. If Elon Musk cashed out all his stocks, he would have to pay about a 40% penalty fee from the government. He has to pay taxes on that. The thing about it is if he takes it out, he loses a bunch of money. So here's what he does instead. He borrows money, in other words. He takes out what's called a loan. So he goes to the bank. So if he needs a bunch of money, he'll go to the bank one day and be like, hey, I need a loan for $10, $20 million to do this such and such. And they'll give him a loan. And the good thing about the loan is that the interest rates that they'll charge is still going to be way less than him getting cash for there, folks. So he just takes out loans and he pays on the loans. He pays them off. And that's it. You know, he's basically transferring his wealth. And technically, when he files his taxes at the end of the year, it counts as debt, folks. You understand what I mean? It counts as debt. So basically, he keeps all of his money in his stocks to where it's protected from being taxed if he cashes it out. And then he just takes loans against it. And that's how rich stay rich here, folks. A little bit of advice. It's sort of, I do a similar situation. People wonder about why I don't take that. It's very simple. I could write off my business debt that I've gained last year. If I start cashing out my stocks and my investments, folks, then that means I have to pay the government like 40-50% tax. Okay? Whereas I could just simply take a loan out on the money and get better rates. Does that make sense, folks? Really simple stuff. I just do it on a much smaller scale simply because I don't have that type of money, you know. But, you know, any of you guys can actually do that. If you have a 401k and you need some money, just borrow from it. Just borrow from it. That way you get a lower interest rate and you don't get penalized for it. Everyone has a 401k, folks. All right? Even I have a 401k at my shitty job. And it's got like, I think it's got like $5,000 or $6,000 in it. If I need $2,000, why withdraw my investments here? I just simply take a loan out on the money. The interest rate would be like maybe 4 or 5%. Because the money is guaranteed, folks. If I don't pay it back, they just simply take the money that I loaned out from my 401k. Y'all gonna learn some business from me, folks. I mean, really. Y'all gonna learn some business. Not business, business.
Girl works hard like me all the time. Like,
Wait. What? You work hard?
and in certain ways.
How many days a week do you work?
No. Wandering around aimlessly.
Working. Jason, shut up, Jason. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I'm still a freak. I'm still a freak.
I'm loose in the gym.
Yeah.
A foghorn. The maniacs and piss troopers need to know she's got time to go to the arcade with you.
Because she likes me, that's why.
Okay, Jason, I think we get it. You don't care.
Good old classic stuff. But yeah, folks, if you got, I mean, a lot of you guys, y'all have 401ks, all right? Don't go to the bank to go get a loan and have high interest. And you know, for me being a Negro, you know I'm already not going to get a good interest rate to begin with. So whenever I was working at Verizon, I always just took a loan out from my 401k. And I still do that with my smaller concentrics. Well, I've not taken a loan out, but if I need to borrow some money, I'll just take a loan out from my 401k. It's pretty easy, you know?
Who do you think would win in a modern day?
I mean, not only that, I got my dishwasher and everything, and I got my new microwave. I put it on my Home Depot card. You want to know why? 12 months, no interest. That means I still keep my cash flow, and it still counts as debt, all right, which I can write off on my taxes.
Boxing match between yourself and Mike Tyson.
I always say I have one regret in boxing. I had retired and I asked Mike for a chance to fight him in an exhibition match. And Mike, his response put me right into my place and will always have me in my place. Mike said to me, "Oh, man, you're my friend. Oh, you're my friend." Shameful. That's what happens when you're chasing money.
He is right. He's like, "You're my friend." Yeah, he doesn't want to fight your friend, you know, and so forth. So, I mean, that fight that he had with, I'm not even going to mention his name. That was just, I think that thing was just rigged. That was bullshit. Mike wasn't even fighting like Mike. I've seen Mike fight for years, for decades. Even at his age, no.
Hey.
Just imagine if he fell off while doing that. That would really suck. And he'd be dead. That's right, no dub stuff. Absolutely, positively no dubs.
Sean Ray here at the Outdoor Gym All-Star Seminar, Edison, New Jersey.
First time here.
First time here, you're a California guy.
Yes.
Why is this Nero dressed like this?
I haven't seen anything. I saw the gym, but I'm happy with the gym. Unfortunately, I can't look at it right now because all messed up.
Fuck all the guys who talk shit. He's a good man. Let me tell you, I don't give a fuck what you fucking clowns say. Fuck all you. He's a good guy. No more long time. Great guy. Actually, when I got fired, he called me to warn me it was coming. Remember that? He actually called me. I swear to God. So he had like that. I love this guy. I don't care what any of you fucking internet. You can suck my dick. You fucking push. All right, this way. Continue on.
Man, Sean Ray's looking old. Folks, y'all do know he turned 60 this year. Sean Ray is 60 years old. Bob Ciccarello turned 60 in December. A lot of bodybuilders are turning 60 this year, which is surprising that some of them actually make it. Well, I already knew Sean Ray was going to make it to 60. Sean Ray stays relatively healthy and stuff. He never did any of the crazy stuff there. I mean, he took drugs like everybody else, but, you know. But he never did anything crazy. Let me enlarge this. I mean, folks, bodybuilders are like white dwarfs sometimes. They'll burn brightly really quick and then they'll go out fast. But he had a great physique. not bad. But, you know, here's the thing, folks. Nobody ever disappears anymore. Nobody. You could just simply do a Google search and just put in, where is he? So let's put it in. Maybe this guy really did disappear. Jeez. Let's check this Facebook post. He's sort of like Techno Viking. Nothing. Well, I guess he really did disappear. Oh, well, fuck him. People just come and go. White dwarf star, I guess. Alright, next video.
Oh no, poor baby. I'll patch you right up. Oh, squirrely. Squirrely! Wait, what?
Oh, I've been hit.
Who are you?
It's me, your squirrel friend. This is my true form. You must aid me.
Oh my god, ew! Your nuts were resting on my shoulder!
Them's just squirrel nuts. It don't mean nothing.
I let you crawl under my clothes!
I'm dying.
We bathed together!
Look, think of all the adventures we went on. Our love was true. This don't change a thing.
This changes everything!
Just patch me up like old times. I'll go back to being a squirrel. It'll be like nothing ever happened.
I hope you get f***ing eaten by owlbears!
Wait, come back. Get back here, you filthy...
Well, at least I still have you guys.
Oh, boy. Alright, let's see what we got next. That is from the pile. Looks like we got one more submission. Let's see, Ryan, let's see what you got here.
We can't find anything on Instagram or on YouTube or anything that's really inspirational about these bodybuilders training today because they're just not doing the work. You want to see something that's crazy and inspirational? Watch some Ronnie Coleman shit.
Yeah.
You don't even have to go that far. Yeah, the 800 pounds is impressive. I'd like to be doing that with 350 pounds. You know, just going to war with the weight. You don't have to do the volume of weight because height to weight ratio, there's a difference. You have to know your limitations. But I could do the same thing with 350 pound deadlifts and make it feel like the Ronnie Coleman 800 pound deadlifts, but no one wants to do that. As a matter of fact, I don't even see the guys deadlifting or doing hyperextensions for that matter. You have to go back to the roots of just eat, sleeping, and training, dumb it down, simplify it. And again, if you know the history, then you just do what the guys that were great used to do, and you can maybe have a better chance to get there. We can't find anything on Instagram or
I mean, he's right there. A lot of these bodybuilders are not doing what they need to do. Basic compound exercises. Yeah, I've not seen too many bodybuilders do any of that. So that's all the videos here, but I got one more. Got to make sure that this show is educational here for you guys. Has any you know, my cousin hasn't streamed for a while. Either that or I haven't noticed that he was streaming. But we do got to watch the... Oh, I almost forgot. Sorry about this, Ryan. I was going to play this. Well, we got time. I forgot about Sean G getting kicked out of that grocery store.
Peace to the God. They said all that, but they was rats. How you doing?
I'm sorry, can I ask you to stop filming?
But I'm filming me.
No, I understand that, but you're getting people in the background.
Okay. All right, thank you, Jim. All right, I'm sorry. All right, man, so I gotta go, man. I'm down. But peace to the God.
You're not supposed to be filming in there to begin with, but I'm filming myself. Everyone else is behind you. Goddamn tree ape. Son of a bitch. Nobody. I mean, I get it. He got all of his fan base from filming in other people's stuff without their permission. That's very popular. But, you know, it's just not smart. And it's kind of rude, in fact. It really is. But we got to do something educational, folks. Last video, we're gonna educate you guys here. What is this? Got to teach you guys a little bit about trannies here. All right. Got to. I'm just joking. I ain't gonna do that. Oh, no, we already played. That's right. Hold on a minute. Let's see. What was I going to play? Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't know why. I mean, Ryan, he built this channel that way, which is just not. And he can't. I mean, if he stops doing it, he won't be getting any other fans. This is what I mean by, you know, there's certain ways you can build. If people always ask me why I don't have 100,000 views, it's 100,000 subscribers, because I don't do shit like this here. I mean, I just don't. Can't do that. What was I gonna play? There was something I found kind of funny here. Hold on. I will figure it out in just a minute here. I will. Oh, boy. God oh mercy, where Clarence had a 500 clean and jerk. Which Clarence are you talking about, Matthew? You know, I'm beginning to get tired. I think it's this Windows 10 that's doing this stuff. I mean, that's what it is. It's this. Hang tight, guys. Hang tight. In the meantime, while I figure this out, get your questions in. If you'd like to make a donation, you can. Be sure to smash the... here it is. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. This is one of the most miserablest videos. I feel real sorry for this guy. I mean, I really do. Now, lately, folks, a lot of these Japanese salarymen videos have been popping up. They all have that same animated cartoon that they're sick and tired. And I mean, literally speaking, from what I understand in Japan, these people are worked to death. No, not Clarence Boddicker. He doesn't have a 500-pound clean and jerk. Can you fly, Bobby? Bitches leave. Man, Clarence Boddicker is probably one of the best bad guys ever since Bennett from Commando. I can't choose. Back in the 80s there, the most iconic bad guys was Bennett from Commando, and then, of course, Clarence Boddicker from RoboCop. Literally speaking. Can you fly, Bobby? And I went to the movies and watched that, and I mean, it was okay when he got shot and everything because I had already watched Transformers the movie. So I was already over my shit anyway, so it was pretty easy for me to watch him get his arm blown off. They didn't even do that in the new RoboCop movie. They should have done it. Instead, he just goes in an explosion. The first RoboCop, folks, was back in the 80s. That movie was just straight up brutal. And especially the second one, they had a kid up there choking people out there, literally. Nothing like the 80s to where just kids was just getting fucked up, you know. Anyway, I want you to read about this poor guy. And it's got subtitles too. This is a miserable existence, folks. Miserable. It was a lot minier back in the 80s. I mean, power suits, windbreakers. I was wearing a windbreaker too. All purple and pink and shit. On a freaking on a train. Did I ever watch Squid Game? Yes, I did. That was pretty. It was a pretty good movie. And a very surprising ending. Yeah, a lot of these guys, the salary is low and Tokyo's too expensive. So they'll live in places. And I've been watching a lot of these videos. It looks like they live in Osaka a bunch. Oh, Andy, I would definitely stick out like a sore thumb. I mean, these Asian countries are a very homogenous society. So, yeah, they would probably stare at me. I mean, I can almost guarantee a lot of them have never seen a black person before up front. Probably just on TV. So, yeah, I would stick out like a sore thumb. these guys have been popping up a lot of these videos lately. A lot of these channels have just popped up all of a sudden, and it's just really sad. I think that it's just an outlet for them to cry out to people, saying that, hey, it's brutal. But at least some of the stuff is in English.
JY24. The doors on the right side will
You notice how the train is all quiet and everything? There's no yelling, there's no boom boxes or anything like that. One thing I can respect is everyone's shutting the heck up on these trains and not disturbing anyone else. And Quick Pump, that's the problem. When they see black person, they think Mr. Popo. But yeah, I would definitely stick out if I could sort them. But you know what I should do if I do go there? I'm gonna dress just like them, white shirt, tie, and everything, and then see what how they react, looking just like them. It's just sad. But you know what'll cheer me up, folks?
Shout out to the real, you gotta be a freak.
Gotta be a freak beats. Taste of my freestyle. You know my flavor, I'm the real vanilla ice. 10K a day, 10K a day. You know my flavor, I'm the real Felicia Key. 10K a day, 10K a day. You know my flavor, I'm the real vanilla ice. 10K a day, 10K a day. You know my flavor, I'm the real Felicia Key. 10K a day, 10K a day. Fuck everybody, college don't mean shit. You know I'm broke, world star, hip hop don't mean shit. Got shit, nobody stopping me, I'm untouchable. This interest rate don't mean shit, M&M don't mean shit. Got shit, stay out of the shop. I got all the ice cream. I got the fly in the coat. I got all the ice cream. I got the pipes in the cream. You know my flavor. I'm the real vanilla ice. 10K a day. 10K a day. You know my flavor. I'm the real Felicia Keys. 10K a day. 10K a day. You know my flavor. I'm the real vanilla ice. 10K a day. 10K a day. You know my flavor. I'm the real Felicia Keys. 10K a day. 10K a day. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. 10, 10, 10. You can't stop me. You can't stop Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey. You can't stop Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey. You can't touch. I'm a touch. You know my flavor. You know my flavor. You know my flavor. What's my flavor? My flavor's fucking ice cream, bitch. Fuck disabilities. Fuck ice cream. I'm the man. You can really can't do it. I'm the man. East Coast, West Coast, from Los Angeles. I'm the man. Taylor Swift don't got shit on me. Shit on me. Lil Wayne don't got shit on me. Shit on me. You know my flavor. I'm the real vanilla ice. 10K a day. 10K a day. You know my flavor. I'm the real Felicia Keys. 10K a day. 10K a day. I'm the real vanilla ice. 10K a day. 10K a day. Real trap shit. I'm the real Felicia Keys. 10K a day. 10K a day.
Shout out to you, man. Gotta be a freak.
Gotta be a freak.
The man is an editing
All right, folks. Let's play a little cocktail hour. All right, 5 minutes left. Get your questions in and or donation. Gotta hit the gym tonight, folks. Gotta get a workout in. Now I'm gonna come home, smoke me a hand roll, Nick. Oh, speaking of which, those cigars that I got, I knew once I put a little age on it, it'd be pretty good. There's some really good cigars. I like them. Actually, I like them better than the Hudson Bays, actually, almost. I use Cologuard Quick Pump. My family doesn't have a history of colorectal cancer. So rather than, and my mama had one done, but she uses Cologuard just like me. So I just use a Cologuard test. And if something funky happens to follow up, then I'll actually have a colonoscopy quick pump. There's no need for me to have a colonoscopy if it's not detected through Cologuard. It's a lot easier. And you know, I get that for free. And and most importantly, I can use Cologuard every single year if I want. It's easier to have that done than having a colonoscopy scheduled every year, you know. Now, like I said before, there's other things that I do check that, you know, especially diabetes, because that's very prevalent in my family, and high blood pressure, which I'm already on high blood pressure medicine. I was on that before I had high blood pressure issues or cholesterol issues because my family has a history of that stuff. So the minute it was detected that, okay, my blood pressure's getting a little higher and my cholesterol's getting higher, I went ahead and went on the pills. That way it doesn't cause damage to my heart or anything. I mean, the best way to know what you're going to end up getting is look at your person past you, your mom and your dad, as far as what conditions they have. It's also a good indication also as far as to how long you'll probably live as well. Although life isn't guaranteed, folks, you know, you go out one day, you know, it's not like you want to live your day as your last. You just want to make sure that you're doing what you need to do, in other words. Definitely, you know, but here's the thing, Quick Pump. If your family has a history of colorectal cancer, go balls to the wall, have an actual colonoscopy, have that camera stuck up your wazoo. If your family has a history of colorectal cancer, chances are you'll probably have it too. No, I'm just going to be honest with you. Gap tooth, mom has the same one. Which braces will be taken care of because of one person, Pugman, along with this wonderful water cup. Y'all be sure to give a shout out to Pugman. Forgot to tell you guys what I was doing tonight. So I had coffee, had my little smoke, and I had my Tesla cup that was given to me by him. So yeah, glad I remembered that at the last minute. I don't know. I think I was on some sort of tangent because I just got off work there. So I had two of them try to kill me there, Andy. Two of them made attempts on my life there. So yes, working in a prison is very dangerous. My cousin thought that hitting his head on the ceiling would count the same as my type of work. You know, if you're going to be a corrections officer, you are in danger. They will earn you alpha credentials, but you might also end up in a body bag as well if you're not too careful. If anything, you're going to get hurt on that job anyway, regardless. Did I get hurt? You bet I did. Black eyes, busted nose, shanked in the side and everything by someone took one of those bed springs there and fashioned it off into a needle and jabbed me with it. I had to kick his ass and everything. But yeah, if you work in a prison, you will get hurt. So you may as well accept that shit. But I have no regrets. I mean, that's the way life is here. Remember, folks, tough times don't always last, but tough men do. But folks, that is all for the show today. I do want to thank Mr. Krabs for donating. I want to thank everybody for joining me. About to hit the gym, folks. And as always, peace and soul. Catch y'all later, folks. Thanks for joining me.